Assalamualaikum students, welcome to another walkthrough from UA code 127.0.0.1. Students, as you know, I'm working on TryHackme walkthrough, and in last my lecture I covered Linux fundamental parts and network services part 1 also I covered, and today I try to cover the network services part 2. So let's start. Okay, in today's lecture I try to cover total 11 tasks of this room, and already Kali Linux machine is open here, you can see, and my target machine is also running. So let's start. Get connected, guys. You should connect to the TryHackme VPN in order to work on this platform. So make sure you are connected to the VPN of TryHackme. Okay, in task 2, what is NFS? NFS stands for Network File System and allows a system to share directories and files with others over a network. Guys, in a network, if you want to share some files or directory with some other system, then you can do this by using network file system. Basically, it's a system that actually control the shared resources of a network. Okay, you should read these detail thoroughly in order to clear your concept. Here I'm not going to read all these, but you should read article in order to clear your concept. Okay, if someone wants to access a file using a network file system, an RPC call is placed to NFST on the server. This call takes the following parameters. Students, these parameters are file handle, the name of the file to be accessed, user ID and group ID, etc. Okay, let's move. A computer running Windows server can act as a NFS file server for other non-Windows client computer. Okay, here is a reference link given. You should read article from this link. Let's move to the question. The question is that what does NFS stand for? NFS stand for Network File System. Okay, what process allows an NFS client to interact with a remote directory as though it was a physical device. Okay, students, in NFS, mounting is a process. Actually, it's an important process in NFS that allows NFS client to interact with remote directory. By using this process, you can connect with remote directory. What does NFS uses to represent files and directories on the server? Okay, basically NFS use file handle to represent file and directories on the server. What protocol does NFS use to communicate between the server and client? Here you can see RPC call is placed, so the answer should be RPC. What two pieces of user data does the NFS server take as parameter for controlling user permissions? Guys, user ID and group ID, basically these are the two parameters for controlling user permission. Can a Windows NFS server share files with a Linux client? Obviously yes, a NFS server can share file with Linux client. Can a Linux NFS server share file with Mac OS? It's also yes. The NFS share server can share file with Mac OS. Okay, what is the latest version of NFS? Guys, you should Google it in order to find the latest version of NFS file system, that is 4.2. Let's move to task 3. Okay, students, here is the machine that you should open. Basically, as you know, enumeration is a process in which you gather different information about your target. You can find different services running on the target machine, and many more information in enumeration. Okay, in order to do a more advanced enumeration of the NFS file server and shared, we are going to need a few tools. Okay, the first of which is key to interacting with the NFS share from your local machine is NFS common. Guys, this is a tool actually that you can use in order to enumerate NFS server, and you can download NFS common from different resources. Here is a reference link is given, and you can install all the packages of this tool from here. Okay, you should use this command sudo apt install NFS command to install this package. Guys, as you know, you can perform port scanning by using Nmap with different switches. You can use the -A switch for aggressive scan and -P- in order to scan all ports. Okay, mounting NFS share. Guys, in NFS, mounting is an important process. Basically, it's a process in which an NFS server can connect a directory remotely. Okay, your client system does need a directory where all the content shared by the host server is export folder can be accessed. Point to be noted: your client system need a directory. Okay, you can create this folder anywhere on your system. Once you have created this mount point, you can use the mount command to connect. Guys, this is the mount command that you can actually use to connect with NFS share. Okay, here are some tags which you can use with this command. You can read it by your own. Let's move to the question. The first question is that conduct a throughout port scan of your choosing. How many ports are open? Now it's time to perform some practical. I'm going to perform a simple scan of my target machine in order to know how many ports of this system is open. I typed here nmap, and then I typed here the -A, and then type T5 for speed up procedure, and then I should type -P- to scan all port of the target machine. 10.10. IP address is 10.169.169.91 and hit enter. Here Nmap starts scanning process. Guys, it takes a lot of time, as you can see that all ports are going to scan. Meanwhile, we are moved to the next question. The next question is that which port contains the service we are looking. Okay, after scanning process, I'm able to answer this question. Here you can see the Nmap scan result is present here. Guys, you can see 22 port is open and SSH service is running on this, and then 111 port is also open and service running on this port is as also shown. 2049 is also open, and many other ports are open. Total these ports are 7 as I'm count 2 to 4 5 6 7. So answer of this question is 7 ports of the target machine is open. Which port contains the service we are looking? Guys, here you can see the port number 2049 is a port on which NFS service is running. So the answer of this question is 2049. Let's move to the next question. Now use this command to list the NFS share. Okay, I will copy this command from here, and then I'm going to Kali Linux machine, and first I'm going to clear my screen. Then I typed the command, and now you can see. Okay, I should type here the IP address as well. 10.169.91 and hit enter. Now guys, you can see that the share drive of this target machine is home. You can see this is the share drive. So the answer of this question is home. Time to mount the share to our local machine. Now guys, I'm going to mount this share to our local machine. For this purpose, first of all, I'm going to create a mount folder in temp directory. I will make directory in temp folder, and name of the directory should be mount, and hit enter. Okay, now let's move. The next procedure is that to create a directory on your machine to mount the share, this is the temp directory. Guys, basically, actually, this directory is a temporary directory. It will be removed when I restart my machine. Okay, then use the mount command we broke down earlier. Now I'm going to use this command. Where it is, I will use this command. I should copy this and then I'm going to the Kali terminal and paste it here, and now I change the name of share here, that is home. I typed here home, and then IP address, that is 10.10.169.91, and hit enter. Okay, now if I move to the mount folder, I typed here cd temp mount and hit enter and ls. So guys, you can see that this is the folder that is actually present in this share. Okay, so the answer of this question, what is the name of the folder inside? The folder inside in home share is cappuccino. Have you look inside the directory? Look at the files, look like we are inside user home directory. Okay, interesting. Let's do a bit of research now. Have a look through the folder. Which of these folder could contain keys? Guys, if I move to the cappuccino and hit entered, and then plus typed ls and hit entered. If I typed ls-la and hit enter, now you can see all these folders are present in cappuccino. And from these folders, I think .ssh is an important, and it will contain the keys. If I type here cd.ssh and hit enter, okay, now I typed ls, and guys, you can see that in ssh directory these keys are present. Authorized keys, id-rsa and id-rsa public. This is the private key, and public keys are present in this. So guys, the answer of this question is .ssh. It's a folder that contains key. Which of these keys is most useful to us? Guys, from these keys, this is the private key. It's important for us. Basically, we can SSH to the target machine by using this key. So the answer of this question is id.rsa. Copy this file to a different location, your local machine location, and change the permission to this. Okay, now I will copy id.rsa to my local machine. Okay. Now if I go to the home directory, if I type here cd home and hit entered and then ls, guys, you can see that this private is present now here. If I type cat id.rsa, you can see that this is the private key. And now in order to SSH the target machine, first I want to change the permission of this key by using chmod, and I will use 600 and then id.rsa and hit enter. Now I'm going to SSH, clear my screen, and I go SSH and -i and then id RSA and then username, that is cappuccino, and then I should type the IP address, that is 10.10.169.91 and hit enter. Yes, and hit enter. Okay, I should correct the username. Here is a spell mistake. Actually the spelling of CAPP use CINO. Okay, now I want to again SSH the target machine. Guys, you can see I am successfully SSH to the target machine, and here I am present in cappuccino user. You can see. Okay, question is that can we log into the machine using SSH key? Yes. Okay, students, now it's time to exploit NFS. And what is root squash, and in this task we are also learn about how you can actually SUID, and the method is that, guys, here you can see due to the Due to the compatibility reason, we will use a standard Ubuntu server 18.04 bash executable. You can download it from here. I'm going to open this link, and here I should open this link in this Kali Linux machine. I want to download this bash file, bash executable file. Okay students, here you see the bash file. I should download it. The save file. The file is download. If I click on the folder it contains, I should this bash file in that folder where the mount directory is present. Okay, right now I'm going to copy this from here, and then I'm going to the temp and the mount. Here I will paste it. Okay. See students, both files are present in the same directory. Now what should I do? First, change directory to the mount point of your machine where the NFS share should still be mounted, and then into the user home directory. Okay. Download the bash executable, and to copy the bash executable the NS share, the copy bash shell must be on by a root. Okay, now I'm going to change the permission of this bash. I will use sudo ch on root bash. I will type here cd, and then I'm move to the mount folder. Okay, here I will use sudo. If I type here ls-la, you can see the permission of this file, and now I should type here sudo ch on, and then root, and then bash. Okay, I hit enter. Now if I again check, you can see that the owner of this file is this. Okay, let's move. The question is that now we are going to add the SUID bit permission. Student, now I am going to add SUID bit permission to the bash executable. We just copy to share using this command. What letters we use to set the SUID bits set using chmod. Okay, students, I will use here, I will use sudo chmod, then plus x s, and then I will type here the file name. Okay, now if I hit enter and again I typed ls-lsa, guys, you can see that now SUID bit permission is set of this file. You can see here, before this it's look like something like that. Okay, so the answer of this question is, what letter do we use to set the SUID bit? The answer of this question is S. We can use S letter. Okay, let's do a sanity check. Let's check the permission of bash executable using lsa-la bash. What does the permission set look like? Make sure that it is end with this. Now guys, I'm again going to change the permission of the file and hit enter. Again I type lsa-la. Now you can see the file permission is now look like that. Before that, when I set SUID bit permission, it's look like something like that. Okay, make sure that the ends with this format. Here you can see it ends with this format. So the answer of this question should be this. Now SSH into the machine as the user, list the directory to make sure the bash executable is there. Now the mount of the truth Let's run it with this command. Okay, I will copy this command, and in my terminal window, if I'm going to clear screen, and if I type here ls-la and hit enter, you can see here guys, there is no bash file is present. Now if I type here this command and hit enter, cd home. Okay, now you can see that bash executable is running successful. Now if I type here cat root and root.txt and hit enter, so guys, here you can see I'm successfully find my first flag. I should copy this and paste in the its concerned place. In this way, you can actually exploit the NFS system. Okay, let's move to the task 5. This is related to the SMTP. Guys, basically SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, and the SMTP server performs 3 basic functions. It verifies who is sending emails through the SMTP server. It sends the outgoing mail. It is the outgoing mail can't if the outgoing mail can't be delivered, it sends the message. Basically, these are the basic function of SMTP server. Okay, POP and IMP. Here is a theory related to POP and IMP, Post Office Protocol, and IMP, Internet Message Access Protocol. Basically, these are the both email protocols. These are responsible to transfer email between client and mail server. These protocols are responsible for email transfer between client and server. Okay. Again, I want to say you should read all these details thoroughly in order to clear your concept. Let's move to the question. The question is that what does SMTP stands? It stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. What does SMTP handle the sending off? Basically, emails handle the sending off. What is the first step in SMTP process? Basically, in this process, handshake is the first process. What is the default port of SMTP? The default port of SMTP is 25. Okay, where does the SMTP server send the email if the recipient server is not available? If the recipient server is not available, then SMTP server will send the mail to SMTP queue for wait. On what server does the email ultimately end up on what server? Basically on POP and IMP, the email ultimately end up on. Can a Linux machine run an SMTP server? Yes, a Linux machine can run an SMTP server. Can a Windows machine run? Yes, a Windows machine also run an SMTP server. Let's move to enumerate SMTP. First, I want to terminate this machine, and I'm start this machine on which I have to perform SMTP task. Okay, students. First step is enumerate. Poorly configured or vulnerable mail server can often provide an initial foothold into a network, but prior to launching an attack. Okay, guys, we are going to use SMTP variant module. You can see basically this will use to enumerate SMTP server, and I'm going to use Metasploit. In Metasploit, I will use this module. The machine is going to open. It takes some time. After that, I will enumerate this. Guys, here you see. First, let's run a port scan against. First of all, I should perform a scan against the target machine. I typed here nmap and then -a. I think there is no need of this. I should use -b- and then the target IP, that is 10.10.10 dot 167 dot 223 and hit enter. Okay, and map starts scanning against the target machine. After complete this scan, I am able to answer this question: what port is SMTP running? Okay, 10 dot and hit enter. So guys, if you would like some more help or practice using Metasploit, Darkstar has an amazing ROM on Metasploit that you can check out here. Okay, let's start up Metasploit. Here you guys see that the scan result is complete and port 22 is open on which SSH is running, and on port 25 SMTP is running. So the answer of this question is 25. On this port SMTP is running. Okay, now I'm going to open Metasploit and by using MSF console, hit enter, and let's search for module SMTP variant. What is the full name of this? Okay, I will copy it, and here Metasploit is going to start. Okay, if I type here search and hit enter, so guys, you can see the full name of this module is this. I should use 0, hit enter. Okay, what is the full module name? You can see full module name is this. Great. Now select the module and list the option. How do we do this? Okay, if I type here show options, you can see that options are shown by here. Okay, the next question is that have a look through the option. Does everything seems correct? What is the option we need to set? Guys, from these options we need to set our host. I shall type here set our host 10.10.176.253. IP address is correct or not? 176 and 253 17 and hit enter. Okay, the next step is that now if I type here run and hit enter, now guys, you can see that Metasploit completed its task, and you can see that this is basically set that the correct value of your target machine, then run the exploit. What is the system mail name? This is the system mail name, polo smtp.home. This is the system mail name. What mail transfer is running the SMTP server? This will require some external research. Okay, here you can see postfix basically is running the SMTP server. Okay, good. We are now good amount of information on target system. To move on to the next stage, let's search for this module. Now I will copy this, and here I type back, hit enter, and I will search this module and hit enter. Search. Okay guys, you can see this module is present, and if I type use 0 and hit enter, the question is that what is the full form of this module? The full form of this module is here. You can copy it and paste into the answer section. We are going to using top user name list. Guys, here you see we are going to using top username shortlist text word list from username subsection of sec list user. Here I am going to use sec list. You can download it from here. Okay, if I typed here and open link here, copy, I'm going to open it here in my target machine because I want to clone into my machine. Here I want to copy this and I typed here git clone, hit enter. Okay, it's going to install. Checklist is an amazing collection of word lists. Students, basically it's a combination of word list. If you are running Kali or Parrot, you can install checklist with this command. You can also install checklist by using this command. Alternatively, you can download from repository here by this link. What option do we need to set the word list path? Okay, it's takes some time. 78% complete. Okay guys, you can see that checklist is successfully copied here. Now if I move to the Metasploit, if I type here show options and hit enter, guys, I should set the R host, set R host 10.10.1 76.253, hit enter. Okay, next it says that it should set to this. First I want to copy checklist to user, share. Okay, I move to download. I want to copy this checklist from here, and I want to copy this in shared folder. Okay, now if I check checklist, then username. Okay, now I'm going to the Metasploit, and I should type set user file to user, share. Copy this. Then paste it here, and then I type top. I will use this top username shortlist dot. I will copy this. I will move there, and then I typed here this and hit enter. Okay, the next step is that our host is also set and user file is also set. Now guys, and the other option, I'm not going to set other option. Just now I typed run and hit enter. Now you can see Metasploit going to find the name of the user. It takes some time, so you have to wait. Okay, students, you can see here the result of this SMTP enumeration. You can see successfully I find the user. The username is administrator. Guys, here you can see. So the question is that, okay, now that finished, what username is written? The answer is administrator. It's time to exploit the SMTP, guys. Okay, at the end of our enumeration section, we have a few vital piece of information: a user account name, a type of SMTP server. From enumeration, I found the username, that is administrator, and SMTP server name is also here, and OS system running also I know. Now we know from our port scan that the only other ports open ports on the machine is SSH login. Here you can see we are going to use this information and try to brute force the password of SSH login of our username by using Hydra. Okay guys, now I'm going to SSH. I typed here SSH and then the username, that is administrator, and then at the rate of IP address 10.10.176.253 and hit enter. Yes. Okay. I'm not know the password of this user. Guys, in order to find out password, as you know, for SSH we should have both credential, username and password both. Right now I have only username, that is this. Now by using Hydra, first I try to find out the password of this user. Okay guys, now I will copy this Hydra command and I'm going to clear my screen. Okay, as you see that here rocku.txt is used. First I'm going to check this is present or not. If I typed here cd user share word list rock. Okay, this is in zip format. First of all I should unzip this. Okay, I can use this command in order to unzip rocku.txt. I will copy this and here I would paste it. Now rocku.txt is unzipped successfully. I can use Hydra now. I will copy this, go here, paste it and change the IP address. Okay, IP address is correct, and here I should use administrator username. The username is administrator. And I want to hit enter. Before that I should clear this double quote and hit enter. So guys, here you can see Hydra is going to find the correct password for the administrator user. Here you can see the password fetching process is going on. It takes some time in order to find the correct password of this user. After find the correct password, we will successfully SSH to the administrator user. So it takes time. Okay students, here you can see the correct password for administrator user is fetched. Here you can see, here is the password. Now I can SSH. I will type here SSH administrator at the rate of 1076 and 253, hit entered, and password ALEJANDRO and hit entered. Okay students, you can see I am successfully now in administrator user. You can see. Let's move to the question. The question is okay, what is the password for the user? The password of the user is this. Let's SSH into the server. What is the content of this file? If I type here ls and hit enter and cat smtp.txt, again I type smtp. Here you can see I am successfully find out the second flag, that is this one. You can copy it from here and paste into the answer section. Okay guys, it's time to work on task 8 MySQL. Before going that, I want to terminate this machine and MySQL, it is in simplest definition. MySQL is a relational database management system based on SQL, and here is a theory and some article links. You should read it. What type of software is MySQL? MySQL actually is a RDBMS, and it's which language is used? It uses SQL. What communication module does SQL use? SQL basically use client server model. What is the common application of this? Backend database is the common application of this. What major social network use SQL? The Facebook is a social network that uses SQL. Guys, you can Google to answer of this question. Let's move to the task 9. Basically, to enumerate, first I am going to enumerate the SQL. First I am going to start the machine. When you would begin attacking SQL, MySQL is likely not going to be first point of call when it comes to getting initial information about the server. Okay, in this room, the scenario is that typically you will have gain some initial credentials from enumerating services. Guys, in enumeration process, you can find the username and password. At this room, focus on exploiting and enumerating the networks. For the sake of scenario, let's assume the username is root and the password is password. This is the basically detail about to login into SQL. Okay, requirements, guys. You can if MySQL is not installed in your system, you can download it by using this command. Okay, this is the default method, and the alternative method is that you can also use Metasploit tools such as Nmap, MySQL Enumeration to install this tool. Let's move to the question. Student, the first question is that first of all, I'm going to perform a scan against the target machine in order to find out actually on which port MySQL is running. So I typed here Nmap, and then I type here -p- and the target IP address. Target IP address is 10.10.187.151 and hit enter. Nmap starts scanning against the target machine. After complete this scan, I'm able to answer the question. Here guys, you can see that 22 port is open, mean to say we can successfully SSH if I have username and password. Then you can see that 3306 port is also open, and MySQL is running on this port. Okay, you can see. Okay, we are trying to attack and running on what port is a MySQL running? 3306 is running MySQL. Good, now I think we have a set of credentials. Let's double check that by manually connecting to the MySQL we can do this using this command. Guys, if I typed here MySQL and then -h, then IP address 10.10.187 and 187.151.151, and next what I should type? Next I should type -u. Where it is go? Okay, then I type -u or username, as you know it's root, and then -p and hit enter. Okay, if I type here password, that is password, and hit enter, guys, you can see that I'm successfully logged into the MySQL database. You can see you can use this command MySQL -h, target IP address, -u for user, root is the username, and then -p. So when I hit entered, here I typed password, that is password, and I'm successfully here present in MySQL. Okay, we know that our login and credentials work. Let's quit out of this session with exit and launch a Metasploit. Okay guys, here I type exit, and now I'm going to start MSF console, hit enter. We are going to using MySQL model. Okay, I'm going to search for this model. Hit in Metasploit, I will use search and then type this one and hit enter. Guys, you can see that the full name of this model is present here. Okay, search for select the list option. It needs what 3 options do we need to set? Okay, here I type use 0, hit enter, and I type show options and hit enter. Guys, you can see that I should set password, I should also set rhost, I should also set username. Now first I typed here set password, and the password is password as you know, and I'm also going to set rhost, that is 10.10.186. My target IP address in 187.151 187.151 and hit enter. And I also should set username, that is root, and hit enter. The next step is that I should set other option, that search for it, that. Okay, now simply I'm going to run this and hit enter. Now you can see that, guys, the result of MySQL SQL enumeration. You can see sending statement, select variant. Here you can see the variant of using SQL is this. You can copy it from here and paste into the answer section. You can see here you should put it. Okay, now guys, change the SQL option to show databases. How many databases are returned? Okay, now if I type here set show databases, hit enter, and now if I type here run and hit enter, now you get. Okay students, you can see when I set SQL to show databases, you can see that here 4 databases are present. 1, 2, 3, 4. Information schema, MySQL performance schema, and sys. So the answer of this question is 4. Let's move to the task 10. It's time to exploit the MySQL services. You can see that now we have no MySQL server credentials, that is username and password, the version of MySQL running, the number of databases and their names. Okay, students, now it's time to exploit the SQL. I will use this module, MySQL schema dump. If I type here back, and then I will use search and then hit enter. Okay guys, you can see that the full form of this module is here. You can copy it and then paste into the answer section. Now you have done this is a few times by now. Okay, set the relevant option, run the exploit. What is the name of the last table we get? If I type here use 0, hit enter, and then if I type here show options, hit enter. Okay guys, I should type set rhost 10.10.187.187.151 151 and hit enter. Okay, now I'm also set password, and I'm also going to set username, root. I also set threads 16, hit enter. Okay, if I run this exploit, guys, you can see that here is the detail of table and their column name. After using this module of SQL enumeration, you can see that here is the multiple number of tables and their detail which I dumped by using Metasploit. The question is that what is the name of the last table that get dumped? Guys, here you can see the last table name is this. You can copy it from here and paste to the answer section. Awesome, you have now dumped the table and column names. These two things are now I have. Whole databases, but we can do one better. Search for the select MySQL dump. If I copy here, and now I will use this module. I'm going to back and I will search this module, and you can see that this module is present here. I will use one, and if I type here show options, hit enter. Now again I should type set rhost password. As you know, the password is password, and I again type rhost 10.10.187. It's 151 and 151 and hit enter, and set username, that is root, hit enter, and if I run this, okay guys, now you can see from table now hash password for the user are present here. You can see here is the root user present and another user, that is called. You can see this is also the user, and here is the password of this user is here. Okay, the question is that what is the user hash combination strings? The question is that what non-default user stand out to you? Basically, Carl is the user that I find for this procedure. What is the user hash combination string? This is the user hash combination string. You can see, you can copy it from here. Okay, now guys, I'm going to use John hashtags in order to crack the password of this user. Okay, now I'm going to here. Okay, here I type echo, and then I typed this one, and will save into hash.txt and hit enter. Okay, first I will install John. I should copy this and paste it here and hit enter. Okay, now I can use John word list equal to user shared roq.txt, and then hash.txt. Command is not found. Okay, apt John is present here. Okay, if I type here if I use this command with sudo permission. Okay, now guys, you can see that John wrapper is trying to crack the password of this user. Okay, now I want to type here I want to type here show hash.txt. Okay guys, you can see here that the password of this user is cracked. You can see the password of this user is this one. This is the password of this user. I can copy it from here and paste it here. What is the content of mysql.txt? Now it's time to SSH. If I type here SSH and then the username, that is carl@10.10.187.151 and hit enter. Yes. And then password of this user as I fetched, that is DOGGIE and hit enter. So guys, you can see I'm successful now in this user. If I typed here ls and cat mysql, hit enter. Finally students, I'm successfully find my last flag. You can copy it from here and paste into the answer section. So students, for further learning you can read these articles in order to explore your knowledge. And this is my today lecture. In today lecture I am successfully complete all the tasks of network services part 2. Guys, I hope so you will also practice about this ROM, and you can do your good effort in order to achieve more good result. I will soon come back with another TryHackme walkthrough. Till that, Allah Hafiz.